Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Well, that was exciting. Oh, you okay? You okay? Well, we need here. You want
I
this
got
on?
something.
Okay. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank26 UB Tubies. It is the all right, fine. It's the 2nd of August. Not really. 2026. I greet you in a God beloved. We are KTFOs.com, which stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. I already forgot what it was that I was going to say. Remember? Do you remember?
Tired of
Yeah,
judging.
okay. All right. Let us pray. Abba, hi, Father. By the blood of Jesus, I come to you through the Holy Spirit. Another exciting, adventurous day with you. Thank you for praying with me. Thank you for allowing me to read your word to you. Thank you for the people that we've helped so far. You can't help but to feel good when you help somebody. I ask for strength in what I'm about to do. Help me to deliver this with a calm attitude. You know what I mean, God? Lower my octave. Bring me down a little bit so that I can present this in a, you know, in a more in a more polite way. I have the tendency to get too excited. I'm sorry, but I'm not excited about loving you. By the way, Father, I want to tell you something. I'm really tired of sinning. You know what I mean? I really tire of sinning, but more than anything else, I confess to you, I really tire of judging. I'm just tired of judging people. Help me to look at everybody the way that your son did. And in his name, Jesus, the Christ, I pray to you through the Holy Spirit because I love you, Father. Amen. 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 How you like the firework displays? Anyways, family, we're here to study the Iraqi dinar. Everything that I say to you is just strictly in my opinion, okay? How do you like my how do you like my how do you like my what? How do you like my black? How do you like my shirt? It matches my slippers and my glasses. Styling. Um, Everything I say to you is just in my opinion. Family, let us establish that you can hear me. Let that be the number one thing we accomplish before we go any further. My KTFA family, you know you're going to get something that only my KTFA family has or is going to have. And I thank God because you take our UB2Bs to God in prayer. Look what He's going to give you today. Alrighty, so you established that you can hear me. That's good. Number two, what's the title of your UB2B? Well, the answer is uh, what is it? The third.
Mm-hmm.
The third. Is today the third? No, today is the second. But did I not caution us? Did I not prepare us? That, in my opinion, that on August the 3rd, we were going to have some more information about the monetary reform process. Now, I hinted and I gave my opinion. Oh man, I hope it's the lower notes. So, what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to read you some of Omar's report, and then I'm going to give you Walking Stick and I-Team's report with my report, and then I'm going to explain to you that today is August the 3rd. Wow. He, at the last moment, I saw him bank just to avoid
I
me
heard it.
from hitting me. Wow, that was beautiful. What did you see yesterday? Two of the long-tailed cockatoos. Family, where you're at, you can look up and you can see robins. You can see swallows. You can see crows. You can see pigeons. You can see woodpeckers. You can see all kinds of birds where you live. Here, mm, the birds are tropical. Yesterday we were underneath a tree. We were just the Ubi Tubi that we did yesterday. And there was these long lime, wasn't it? Lime?
Lime green.
Lime green.
Kind of
Cockatoo.
like your shirt
Yeah,
with
kind of
lime
like
green
my
in it.
shirt. Cockatoos that were just big. And when they open their wings, they're like velociraptors that are flying and beautiful. Alrighty, family, let's get to work. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you uh, what uh, what I want to share with you from my friends in Iraq. And here's your report, by the way, from Iraq. And again, not all of it, not all of it, but let's see what we share. We may start there, family, or we may start there. Or I may start there. Why don't I start there? I'm going to. Just tell them. Family, I'm going to start you at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And what happened was that, as much as the coordinated framework, the cockroaches, Maliki, the Sunnis, as much as they want to express their opinion, nobody wants it. It's not valid, it's not important. Um, we want them removed. That's what Trump wants, right? So last night, again, what was reiterated was the concept that we got to get these cockroaches out of our country, because if we do that, we got some rewards waiting for us. Are you sure? He told me. So let's start instead at 3 o'clock in the morning. And what happened was that I can see the pilot. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. You were right. On the television news today, the Prime Minister wants to talk to us Iraqi citizens, Frank. He started out right away by telling us, Iraqi citizens, I want to tell you 3 points this morning. Number one, the Iraqi Prime Minister launched a strict crackdown on cross border operations. A strict crack, a strict crackdown? Uh huh. The On the borders? Uh-huh. So when the cockroaches go and back and forth from the borders, you can take their weapons away, can't you? Uh-huh. Well, that's good. What else you tell them, Z? The directive bans armed groups from targeting neighborhood countries. Excuse me, neighboring countries. Well, that's good. That's good. That's what Iran is doing, is hitting everybody else around you, right? Just trying to stimulate more problems. What else did you tell them, Z? The citizens. I talked about security forces must defend Iraq's sovereignty and maintain stability. Z has ordered a new joint committee to crack down on cross border operations. That's huge, because that's what Trump wants. Continue. Well, Frank, they went on to continue to talk about the disarming. The talking of about disarming the fractions is impossible. What? Yeah, that's what he said. TV is talking and telling us that disarming the fractions is impossible. No, it's not. It's already been done. The operation ended without the inspection being carried out. After the forces were ordered to withdraw, the Baghdad operation commander, the federal police, and the Popular Mobilization Forces Security Directorate participated in this operation, Frank. However, the Popular Mobilization Forces commander informed its members that it was unaware. I don't know. He said, I'm unaware that the operation targeted a facility belonging to Al Nujaba. I don't know. Hey, what do I know? Moments before army units received similar orders to withdraw. Right? So I don't know. Maybe they were just ordered to withdraw. What do I know, huh? And then he says, and despite the in, in despite the incident being limited in scope and the absence of injuries or clashes, it's just all huffing and puffing. It's just all bravado. It's just nonsense from these cockroaches. Despite the incident being limited in scope and the absence of injuries or clashes, its timing gave its significance that this is political. And they said security importance as it was considered according to the transport translated by the Shafat News, that they said that the practical test of Z's pledge to put all the weapons under the state control by September the 30th. That's the date that was set by the United States International Coalition mission in Iraq. Well, this is a test. What? This is a test. You mean to tell me if you pass this test, you're going to get rewarded? Oh, dude, God will give you jewels in your crowns as a reward. Do you understand that Trump is testing you? I guess so. Go ahead. What you mean? What you mean by that? Yeah, this is a test. It's an early test of the promises of disarmament. According to the American report, the incident in Jafar al Nadafa revealed the extent of the gap between government pledges regarding restricting weapons to the state and Baghdad's actual ability to enforce its decision within the areas and facilities controlled by armed factions. The moral of the story is that Z is removing the arms from the bad guys, and he's doing it in many different ways. And this one is telling us how he is really concentrating on the borders. Yeah, and I will bet you a cookie. Well, let's not exaggerate. I'll bet you $1 million, Z. You got that from Trump. You know why? Because that's what Trump is doing to our borders. Anyways, let's jump to Fork. No, let's jump to Fort. No, let's jump to 515. stay with Z. Stay with Z. Stay with Z. Let's now go instead to 5:30 in the morning. Hey, the television has Z back again. What up, Z? Well, Z told Ala Mohana news agency that, quote, the government? You have a government? Don't tell nobody. The government? Yeah, Z, your government? Yeah, no, no. My government. Go on, Z. What? Um, the government is currently suffering from a clear shortage of financial liquidity as a result of the sharp decline in oil revenues. Because of the sharp decline in oil revenues, which came as the direct consequences of the closure of the Straits of Hormuz. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, well, thank you, Z. Thank you very much for letting us know that you guys are up Gaka Creek. You got a liquidity issue, huh? Yeah. You need money, huh? Yeah. Alrighty. And you say it's because of the Straits of Hormuz closing, right? No, and I beg to differ, sir. You have three different ways that you're moving oil right now. You're moving a lot of oil, aren't you? So what else you got to say to me? Well, Chalet also is on TV. Chalet? Alrighty. I mean, yeah, sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. What up, Chalet? Chalet's on television, and he stated that hmm, Frank Chalet's on TV. Chalet stated that the government could continue paying salaries and meeting essential obligations if it is managed in the right fiscal and monetary tools. You listening to this? Or you chatting? Because listen to what he says. Look at this. Chalet comes out and he says on television, hey, I'm going to pay the salaries. Let me ask you something before I even go any further and share ideas. Every YouTube is packed. So let me ask you this. Did they pay the salaries today? You go all over the internet. I know what they're saying. There's one out there that's quite a fool. Did they pay the salaries today, family?
God's healer said yes. God's healer said yes. Neely says yes.
I'm interested. Yeah.
Dolores said not yet.
Well, wait a minute. What? Who said not yet? Let me see that.
Dolores. I don't know.
Dolores. Yeah. Dolores Harkin, 50-50. Not yet. I don't know. I didn't be on internet search. Let me listen to you. Okay, Motro. Hey, Motro, can you pop a wheelie in that wheelchair? That'd be cool, huh?
Tigger said yesterday they did.
Yesterday, Tigger says yesterday they passed they paid the salaries.
Partial. More not sure. I
Not
don't know.
not sure, says Tangery.
They're waiting for you.
Partial. That's narrow path, says partial. Thanks, Fresh Dogs. Okay. Nope, not yet paid. Okay, Dolores, yeah. So you're just I thought she knew why, but no. Okay. So the internet is telling us, and supposedly some of the articles, no, no, I don't know of any article that says it. It's amazing how people assume, how they jump, how they hear only what they want to hear. You're under the influence that that salaries were paid yesterday or today? Okay. Then allow me to share with you, in my opinion, what happened to the salaries today. And I will later on. When I get the I-Teams report, I'll share it. In the meantime, so Chalet stated that the government could continue paying salaries. They could continue. They could. Yeah, he said they could continue. He's the finance minister. Oh, but no, today they paid the salaries and it is about to happen and la 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 and whatever. Okay. The government could continue paying salaries and meeting essential obligations if it managed its physical and monetary tools efficiently. Don't you think they have, family? Of course they have. What's he hinting at? But if the war continues into early next year, it will not. Family, listen very carefully. What do we need in order to have the monetary reform come out with the new exchange rate? What do we need? Security and stability. From who? The cockroaches of Iran. Are, are we getting that? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what he did at the borders is amazing. Yeah, we got security. We're disarming them. They're pissed as hell, and that's what's so good about it. Okay, so we will continue. If the war continues, family, listen to me very carefully. How many times have I said to you, Trump, will you just blow them the hell up? Trump, will you just annihilate them? How many times have I, Trump, you know how disappointed I am in you? But listen carefully. God loves the peacemaker. He doesn't really, he loves the peacemaker. How many times has Trump given them a chance? How many times has Trump bombed the hell out of them and then he says, stop? Just this last one was going to be Operation Fury on steroids and he said, stop. He's constantly given them an opportunity for peace in the Middle East. Tell me something. What's your problem? Well, we're working on what we told you. The essential obligation is to maintain its our physical and monetary tools efficiently. Well, 1310 is not a monetary tool. Yeah, Frank, you know what we're trying to say. But if the war continues into early next year, this is going to go further affect our oil, and Baghdad may rely on doing domestic borrowing along with ordering and spending priorities. Shut up. What? Shut up. The war's over with. Again. And Trump will find another reason to end the war again. Why? Well, if the war continues into it's not going to continue. Trump knows what he's doing. The only way you're going to get your new exchange rate is if the cockroaches are eliminated. And that's what I tell Trump, wipe them out. But what if Trump makes universal peace? And what did I tell you yesterday? What is left? Nothing but teenagers. A new generation. Hmm. Chalet, Iraq's foreign reserves are a safeguard for the stable financial flow. What do you need security and stability for your new exchange rate? For the stable financial flow. He said, arguing that effective crisis management, dive, aroo, yeah, quickly, effective crisis management, raise the damn value of our currency, and faster economic reforms. Ooh, and faster economic reform. If you raise the value, what's going to happen to your economic reform? It's going to go faster. Yeah, it could. And it could preserve the budget financing despite regional disruption. You think? You say the truth, but you don't believe the truth. Chalet, the finance minister, was talking to Faleh Al Sadi, and he said our monthly payments to the public employees, pensions, and social welfare recipients total about $7.8 trillion
dollars, which is 5.9 billion American dollars. The ministry had distributed around 3 trillion, 2.29 billion American dollars, and held 1.5 trillion dinars, which is 1.15 billion American dollars, in availability liquidity, leaving an estimated funding gap of no gap. This is amazing. The things that they're telling the citizens of Iraq is valuable. And then they give us the link there for it as well too. I don't know if you're interested. There's the link. You can copy paste it and find out. And it goes on, and it talks about all the different percent, the numbers, and everything in the budget. Yeah, this is good stuff. Thank you, Chalet. Hey, you guys are constantly finding and arresting people. Anything today on the television, Frank? Iraq Anti-Corruption Court says that they recovered 20 billion dinars in fraud probe. Wow. Another one bites the dust. On our news, America stipulates the dismantling of the factions in exchange for releasing. Whoa, you made a deal with Trump, Z? I wish I would have said that. Oh, yeah. I did. One on the news, America stipulates the dismantling of the factions in exchange for the releasing of a. Wow. Now I know you know this because you know you already right. You know this right here, right? I don't even have to show it. What? So, if you do this for me, says Trump, I'll do this for you. Okay, that's really good. Okay, it's no big deal. $30 billion. To be honest with you, you'd go through that in about 4 months. But all we need, to be honest, all we need is the factions, the cockroaches, to be removed. How's that going? The television is saying that all blocs have agreed on finalizing the cabinet formation. Well, now that's encouraging. And you think I care? Well, Frank, yeah. It says all blocs agree on finalizing the cabinet formation. The cabinet is already formed. Yeah, I know. You keep saying that, Frank. But Parliament is saying that we agree. Didn't I tell you yesterday we don't care about their laws? Yeah, I know. So why are they talking? Because they want to be a part of it, Frank. They don't want to be left out. I know. Continuing, and that was at about 8 o'clock in the morning. Next report. Well, it turns out that we have more on the United. Excuse me. There's a member of the United Anbar Alliance, Mohammed Al Fahadwi. And now he confirmed that there is an agreement between the political blocs to expedite the resolution. Listen, these cockroaches are defeated. Maliki, the Sunnis coordinated framework, they're all defeated. Get the hell out of here. So what are you doing? Well, we're forming an agreement. All the blocks here, we're for the formation of your cabinet there, Z. I don't care. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday? By the way, Z, we also want you to know that we have agreed between the political blocs to expedite the resolution of your ministerial cabinet during this month of August. Yeah, we're doing all this here. We're doing this, okay? During the month of August, noting that everyone agrees to pass the cabinet and the remaining positions, despite the existence of some disagreements between the political blocs, okay? You got that, Z? All of us here, us cockroaches that you wanted to get rid of, we agree with you now. Pick one, preferably the middle one. I told you, family. These Badinskis are trying to survive. Oh yeah, well we're playing our part. We're passing the laws. We don't need your stinking laws.
Call me.
Frank, this Al Fawadi guy told Al Malamuna news agency that the data on the ground and what resulted from the meeting of the coordinated framework that they say the coordinated framework they say they have given the green light. Wow, they have given the green light to hold a parliamentary session at the beginning of August. Oh wow, yeah. I don't give a crap. Hold on, this thing just threw up on me. What did I say? I forgot. They did what? Here it is. So Frank, we just find I think it's funny because the coordinated framework didn't want anything that Trump told Z to do, and now today the coordinated framework says we have given the green light to hold a parliamentary session at the beginning of August in order to decide on the ministerial cabinets. You ain't deciding jack. You can get together, you can pretend that you're doing something, you can say, I vote, I pass, okay, and then what you're going to do with a resolution? Who are you going to give it to? Trump? Dumbass. How many people do we have?
2508.
25. Wow. Thank you kindly for being with me. You know, this is quite a responsibility. If y'all come to listen to me, I want to make sure that I do the best that I can for you. Everything is my opinion, okay? Okay. Look, there. I think I made my point. Maybe we're done with my team's report. So basically, Frank, the data that's on the ground and what resulted from the meeting of the coordinated framework, they say they've given the green light. It's really ironic because they didn't want anything to do with it to begin with. Next report. What time is the flyby? Okay. Does he know we're here? Hey, Frank, another announcement today. They're opening a NATO office in Baghdad. So they're really bringing in the big players, the big boys into our region. Now we have NATO office in Baghdad. Whoa, 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 whoa! Next thing you know, we're going to have an expression machine at the CBI. I want to show you something. I don't know. I don't know. The Rafa Dean. No, no. I'm not sure what news source is saying that Rafadim Bank in Iraq begins the distributing of the retiree salaries for the month of August. But family, I'm here to tell you they did not distribute any salaries today. I'll get to it in a minute, okay? Omar says to me, because I said to him, brother, check this out, please. He said, yeah, they started paying salaries to folks today. We told you that they had the money set up. Remember, it was already set and it was separate to do the salaries. So they definitely started paying salaries for the month of August. Did they? Yeah, Frank. They told us that they've initiated, they've started. The Yeah, I will admit that they are going to start this process. Not yet. No, Frank, look here. It says that they've started. Everybody on the internet says that they've started. No. Omar, just tomorrow is the day that we were expecting to see file number so and so, but I believe that is a day early. Go ahead and read this. Well, first you got to go. So he, when he gets and he does, then he says, "Look." What do you mean, look? I'm the one who's telling you to go there. He says, "Look." And by the way, premium. I want you to read along with me. Would you like that? Hold on. I'm sorry, Club 26. We'll put it in tonight. But unfortunately, I can't put it in right now because I don't have the ability, the devices to put it in YouTube. Boom! Look at that. I want you to read with me. And family, y'all kick back, relax. Today is the 3rd of August, 2026, as far as I'm concerned. You all right? We're getting blessings right now. You can see it on the phone, all the wet spots. Alrighty, family, here we go. I'm proud to read this to you. We thought we would receive this tomorrow. Please enjoy. He says, I'm cracking up with him. I didn't even tell you all this, did I? Oh my word. Hold on, sister. I can tell you by looking on here. Give me a second.
Prince.
This is Island Pacific Golf Academy. Which one you looking for? Are you looking for Coral Creek?
Hawaii Prince.
Hawaii Prince?
Yeah.
You got him. God bless you. Have a good time. Aloha. Look, Mr. Frank. We were able to. This is what you're talking about, and we just now saw it. We didn't have to go whatever, and now we just saw it on television. They say this. Yeah, it was. They just saw it on television. I would say about 3 hours ago. This is what we were talking about. Now the TV says this about what I just sent you. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. You believe he said that? Yo, homie, that's wild. 100. Yeah, okay. I just sent this to you, Frank. It's wild. Look, man. You, whatever. The Prime Minister, he just has to, whether the Council of Ministers could issue regulations and instructions, even if Parliament had not explicitly delegated that authority in a specific law because they're so freaking lazy. Yeah, really? Is that right, Z? Is that what you asked? Yeah. And he said, and the federal Supreme Court ruled that regardless of whether a law expressively grants such authority, the Council of Ministers possesses an inherited constitutional power to issue regulations, instructions, and decisions. So what it boils down to is that what Frank 26 was telling you yesterday, we don't need no sticking laws. We got everything we need. So this ruling opens the door for the government to proceed with the removing of the three zeros from our exchange rate from the Iraqi dinar through a governmental regulation. But I thought it was a CBI. Through a governmental regulation without first obtaining parliamentary approval. That this is a highly technical monetary financial issue that deserves careful analysis and discussion by financial and economic experts. That's all done. But but did you get that? Did you get that? We don't need no stinking coordinated framework. We got everything that we need. And what for? What you got for? To lift up three zeros from my exchange rate. But this thing, this monetary reform financial issue, it deserves careful analysis. It's already, get out of here. It's already done. To which I then tell my Omar, I tell him, I say, well, Omar, that's exactly what we were looking for tomorrow. Well, Omar, this is exactly what I've been telling you. First of all, we don't need no stinking laws. Second of all, we got every law that we need. Just ask Donald Trump. And third of all, when a law is passed by your parliament, it's because it was read three times and then it's actually automatically becomes a law once the president of the republic signs off on it. And I read a lot of this to you yesterday, family. Maliki and his framework and Sunni and all these people, man, don't worry about them. Then, so what I read to you, family, was impressive, and we thought that we would get this tomorrow on the third, and we didn't. I tell my friend, I tell my friend, there's another place I want you to go. What? Yeah, do me a favor, Omar. Go. Here. Okay. Got it, Frank. I'm here. Go on in. Get it all. We're here, Frank, at the TV now, and we are putting it on paper word for word. This is great from my position. This is, we're putting it down on paper word for word, okay? And this is what we got. So, what I read to you, very encouraging, but this is this is, uh, this is the most profound reason why today is the 3rd of August, family. You ready? And I'll say goodbye to you. Well, would you like a bank story? It's up to you. If you don't want one, if I've been with you too long, I'll say goodbye. But you ready? Yeah, here we go. So this is we got it, Frank, word for word. These are great words from my position of responsibility at the very heart of Iraq's banking core in my business. I feel compelled. No, okay, from my business. And then he says, so he comes out and he says to us, I feel compelled to speak with professional candor. I said recently, we're all adults here. We don't need to play games. Talk to me seriously. We're all adults. What's up? I need to talk to you Iraqi citizens. I am compelled to speak with professional candor. By the way, premium, this is what I sent to you. Get ready. I think this is what I sent to them. Premium, if it's not what I sent to you, then let me know. I got so much stuff here. You see, I feel compelled to speak with professional candor about an event. This should have been tomorrow. About an event I consider truly pivotal. The issuance. You know what? Why don't we let them see it? Tell me when.
Okay.
We ready? This is really good, great, and from my position of responsibility, it's very hard for la 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 la. And then he says, "I feel compelled to speak with professional candor about an event that I consider truly pivotal: the issuance of digital banking license by the Central Bank of Iraq in direct collaboration with and under the supervision of who? Oliver Wyman." What have I been talking to you about, family? Mm. So, we are implementing and we are supervising Oliver Wyman. It does not merely represent a new regulatory procedure. It is the singular window through which the banking sector can glimpse a fundamental, fundamentally different future. No more, no more, sanction rate. No more 13. I mean, can I be frank with you? Can I tell you the truth? We got Oliver Wyman, who is the Monetary Reform Project, that is going to give you a glimpse of the fundamentally different future of Iraq. We are not witnessing a technological upgrade to a traditional business model. No, we are witnessing the birth of an entirely new financial infrastructure. A licensed digital bank is not an extension of an existing bank that simply adds a mobile application. No, it is an entity. It is a thing. It is for real. It is an entity designed from the ground up to tackle the chronic ailments that have drained the sector. Yeah, the cockroaches. The alignments of poor financial inclusion, the cockroaches that we're stealing, the dominance of a cash based economy, which is stupid, you need to go digital, and the fragile public trust. Yeah, I don't blame Omar for not trusting you guys. These licenses are the official acknowledgement that the road to sector reforms inevitably passes through the gateway of a full scale digitalization. And that's what you now have. The collaboration with Oliver Wyman lends this step extraordinarily weight. This is super. This is fantastic. This holds a lot of weight for the monetary reform. The presence of a global advisor of this status in shaping the standards for licensing, supervision, and oversight signals. It signals, it tells the world that we are not improvising. We're not just we're serious about this. We are building according to the latest global standards. Oh, according to the latest global standards. Okay, buddy, we ain't got nothing to do with what you got. But according to the latest global standards in government, in risk management and compliance, this grants these nascent entities, I don't know what that word means, entities, immediate credibility and lays the foundation for a competitive environment that forces everyone to either evolve or become obsolete. Oh, how many times do we say that? Get along or get lost. This oversight is the true safeguard for the depositors and the investors alike. That's you, that's them. That's you, that's Eddie. From my standpoint, as chairman of the founders committee for one of these banks, I can affirm that that what we are working on is genuinely the central pillar of the banking reform. Boom! The true reform. Boom boom! The true reform does not materialize through top down decrees alone, but through empowering smart, agile entities capable of breaking through the in-
Inertia.
inertia. I knew what the word was. I was going to say it. I was going to say it. I get the point. I still get the point. I get the 2 points. Yeah, it's breaking down the inertia. These banks are the lifeline. Yeah. That will re engineer the relationship between the citizens and the merchants and money, waving financial services into fabric, weaving financial services into fabric of daily life for the millions of Iraqis who have remained outside the banking system for decades. Oh, this is so good. Today, we are not just building a bank, we are building the future of the Iraqi economy. Oh man. Yeah, you're building the future of the Iraqi economy because you have the monetary reform. I told you you can't put your shoes on and then your socks. You had to do the monetary reform, get it established, get it going, get everything in order, and get rid of the cockroaches that didn't want you to have it, and then you could move forward. And we sure are moving forward. The CBI people are telling me, Frank, we work from this place. We work from where this came from. I said, thank you. Now, the next thing is, it's just too long, family. Yeah, it's just too long. I told him, I said, this is a wonderful report, Omar. I want to thank you very much. I'm not sure if it comes directly from the CBI, but this is what we're looking for, Omar. I expected to see this tomorrow on the 3rd, but I am so pleased that you have it now. You see, the monetary reform education of the process of you lifting the three zeros is beginning to be explained in great detail almost every day now to the right, to, to all the Iraqi citizens right now. That is the phase that you are in. Now, this is what Walking Stick and Aki told us to look for at the last week of July. So, so the next thing was for us to look on August the 3rd, which is today, no, tomorrow, August the 3rd, to see more information about the process. And now, huh, yeah, we were waiting until August the 3rd to see more about the process. And now you learn today, just like we have been hoping and praying, that you do have a government, and it doesn't matter what the coordinated framework says, especially when they say that they're gonna have a meeting to elect all of this. They can live in their delusional world. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. The process is being taught to the Iraqi citizens because you guys don't trust your banks. And notice, I want you to notice. Okay, this is interesting. Notice that every time that they tell you something wonderful about your monetary reform process, the cockroaches, they jump on the bandwagon and they say, yeah, 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 that's exactly right. That's what's happening. These hypocrites, these cockroaches, unbelievable. But it doesn't matter. Your day of victory is already here. Yeah, that's enough. Um, this last part was about the payments and so forth. Now, family, what I want to do is I just want to share a little bit more about the payment
It's
situation.
under your chair.
Oh, dear me. Can you get it, sweetheart? Thank you. Start the car. Family, it is just in my opinion that they told the citizens that they're starting the process to pay them salaries. Um, but we are of the opinion that more than likely the citizens will be paid maybe around the middle of the month. You know that I'm looking at August the 15th, somewhere in that ballpark, to have this government formed. And by the 30th, we may move some of our chess pieces, but we're not going anywhere. It'll look like we went somewhere, but we're not. So all that combination is exactly what we need in order to lift the three zeros. It controls the cockroaches. But as much as the citizens of Iraq want to get paid and thought they were being paid today, what they really got was called entitlements. I want to write that down. They didn't get salary payments. Show me an article where they said that. What they got, in fact, the article that I read to you, you'll be able to, if you look carefully, you'll see. They got paid in entitlements. And when you look at it to understand it better, what I read to you, there he is. Oh, you can tell that engine. Hold on. We sat underneath the flag. That's why. And probably more than likely they will not get paid, in our opinion, until more than likely towards the middle of the month, where we are approximating around August the 15th that the government will be established. What they have is entitlements. And when you listen or go back and read the article I read you, you are going to notice that entitlements is like our welfare system. They talk about it in so many words, and that's what they're trying to describe when they talk about their social things. So it wasn't direct salaries, it was more of entitlements. Um, and believe it or not, they are actually still tweaking the HCL. As much as it's ready to go, because of the delay, because of the waiting, whatever, you get bored, I guess. And they're actually still playing with the HCL. And as far as the government goes, yeah, okay, fine. You need 9 ministers. You think you still need? I think they're down to three now. Whatever. No, it's just two. It's just two, and it's not like they need to pick them. Trump gave it to them, but the thing is that just like our when we have somebody, we got to go through the process of asking them questions to get elected, to get assigned, their position. We have that happening right now. In fact, who was that? I forget. But the ones that they're working on are the defense minister and the interior minister. I don't think that'll be a problem. We'll take care of that pretty quickly. Those are the things that we wanted to share with you concerning the salaries. And if another teacher on the internet is telling you that, oh no, they paid them, tell them to reread the article and look at the words very carefully. Now, Cody, you probably fell out of your chair. Cody, go ahead and turn down the volume in the back. Did the family say they wanted a bank story, Tank?
Oh, yeah.
Well, every bank story is brought to you not on purpose, but with a purpose, correct? You're gonna you're gonna love this. No, you'll love
Good
them all.
evening.
Hey, Cody, how you doing, buddy?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Praise God. I want you to relax and tell the family you're from Arizona, and
Correct.
you started with Key Bank. But I just love what happened to you because of the Cheshire Cat's look that she gave you. Like, of course we know. The floor is yours, brother.
All right. So I live in an area where I'm a couple hours away from different banks. We only have two in the area. So I'm like everybody else, frustrated. You want your own bank story. You want your own connection so that you can go exchange. But just be aware that we all may have our self-doubts and stuff, but Frank brings you the facts and that this is happening. So you don't have to worry about it, that this is occurring. So this is actually from phone calls, and I don't even have an account with Key Bank. But when I first called them, I'm kind of between Salt Lake, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. They're all about the same distance for where I'm at. So I just try and call bigger banks. So I called Key Bank in South Salt Lake. They didn't have a lot of information. They asked if I was an account holder. I told them no, but I could have one. But so far, they've been the one that's been the most kindest to me. She couldn't answer a whole lot of information, so they gave me the number for headquarters in Ohio for Key Bank. So I called there. He talked to me for a little bit, and he kept putting me on hold and talking to his lead. I thought they were just going to shut me down, but they kept going. Eventually, he came back to the line. Didn't know much about it, but I just asked if there's anybody he could transfer me to or give me information on that would tell me about Iraqi dinar, if I could exchange at that bank and what I needed to do. So he gave me a number of what he thought would help, but this is foreign international banking and currency department. So she called me back the next day. I'd left a message, but by the time I got in there, they were already closed. So she called me back and asked if I had an account. Told her no, but I could get one. And then I continued talking with her. She asked what, apparently you have to be a business. She only deals with businesses. And I told her I don't have one, but I will in the future. And she says, well, I really can't help you. I'm like, well, can you tell me about the Iraqi dinar? Do you know what's going on there? And she says, yes, of course I do. I'm like, can you talk about it? And she told me no. I'm like, so you're aware that they're about to revalue their currency? And she says, of course I do. I'm in international business. And that's as far as I was able to get to her. But she kind of chuckled right before she said that, like, not that I was a moron, but like, hello, like, wake up. Of course I do. I'm in international business is kind of how I took it. But yeah, I don't even have an account with them. I just like to call around. That I live so far out. That's the best I can do for the most part. But it just reaffirms, even though you can't always go in. I mean, I don't mind cold calling. It doesn't bother me at all. That's what I call it, just to try and get information, just so I can be better prepared. But I don't have a banking connection like some people have, where you just go in and they know you. I have that here, but they have no idea what's going on.
I understand you also called Seattle.
I did. I listened to a podcast a little while ago where the lady said she lives about 25 minutes out of Seattle. So I started calling around. I think she said it was off of, just one thing. So she said it was down off of, it's not college, but one of the streets there. And I called around different ones, and they said that the one that she had talked about actually got moved to 4th Street. But I did ask if they had a Delaware machine, and he had no idea what that was. But he says, oh, yeah, we have a machine like that after talking about foreign currency that tests for ultraviolet light and watermarks and other things. So there is that there. And I did recently go through St. George, Utah, and I don't have an account with Zions Bank either, but they just within the last 6 months at one of their branches in St. George got a Delaware machine. They were not familiar with what was going on, but they're familiar with it. They have that machine in one branch, and also Chase Bank has one because I stopped at Chase when I was there. in
This
St. George, Utah. So they have one at their Sunset branch for anybody in that area.
you also called ICE.
Yeah, so there's ICE, the International Currency Exchange. It's the one that the guy talked about last Sunday, where he was talking about at 9 o'clock a.m. that they were no longer going to be selling Iraqi dinar in the Miami airport at the currency exchange at the kiosk. So I called them the next day as well just to see. And the person I got a hold of didn't know why. He talked to the manager, and all they could say is they believe it's because of the war. But like I say, I didn't have any connections to any of these people. But yeah, they did confirm that they did stop selling, and then they wouldn't be dealing with the Iraqi dinar anymore.
Interesting. But I love how she looked at you with a funny look and, well, actually not look at you, but was this in, yeah, it was in person. Tell me
Well,
about,
this was over the phone, but it
oh,
was
okay.
kind of that. I'm sure she had that look just because the way she chuckled was like, yeah, hello.
Tell me, what do you think about going in person?
I enjoy going in person better because people are more able to deal with you. I think it's a lot easier for me personally because I'm a gabber anyway. Just like when I went in the other day to Chase in St. George, the lady teller was from Turkey. And I found this out. She was familiar with Iraq. And just so you're aware, she didn't know that they were going to reinstate or revalue or anything. She didn't know about that, but she knew that their money was increasing and that Iran's was going down because she's from there. And she told me that she's aware and that the other side of it too, the black market rate was getting closer to the dollar. She was aware of that, but she didn't know what was going on. But I told her about the riel and toman and that I had that, and she was amazed. Not to get on that topic, but I have many currencies. But she was freaking out that I told her on my belief in the future that was going as well. And she says, "Oh, I'm hoping," because she's waiting for that to get under control because she wants to go back home to Turkey. So now she's interested in looking it up more, and she might even get dinar because she realizes what might be going on.
Tell her about FX Sentinel, our app. The Iraqi dinar right now, when we started with FX Sentinel, it was two, was it 1,310. And right now it's 1,304, I believe.
Yeah, it's right around there.
So as much as it's a small increase, it is happening.
Oh yeah, the value is coming. And we can see it in other things in the markets, and there's other stuff going on that kind of all interplays with each other, I think. But it's past opinion, it's fact, and you bring the facts.
Thank you, brother. I want to thank you for this bank story, and all I know is that every bank story is motivational, and it helps people. It lifts them. Thank you, my brother. If you have any more, feel free to.
Before we go,
Yes.
I just want to say, Fun Run says to tell you hi.
Ha ha ha! God bless him. Yeah, you care. Fun Run was with us. My wife and I, we were witnesses. We signed his wedding here at a beach on the south side of Oahu. And
yeah, he showed me years ago. Yeah, he showed me. Yeah, I've been following this since 2004, since I was boots on ground when I first bought some from the Iraqis from Nasiriyah, where I got my first currency from.
Gotcha. Well, yes, we send our respects to Fun Ramen and to his wife. Is his wife doing better?
They're still having health complications. Both of them, they could probably use prayers. Not to bring up what's going on, but yeah, they could probably both use prayers from the family.
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm proud of you. God bless you, and thank you kindly for this report. And call me anytime, okay?
Will do. Hopefully, I'll have something better from in person I can bring.
Yes. Well, this in itself was very good. I appreciate it. Love you, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Bye bye now.
Bye.
Well, family, over 3,000 of you. Wow. Thank you very much. If you need me, what's my phone number? I don't know. 419-283-2552. 419-283-2552. I am a registered agent with a licensed broker with the U.S. Treasury. If you need any currency, send me a text.
Send me a text and answer 5 questions. You ready to write? Get that pencil. Get that paper. You ready? Get your notes on your phone. On your phone. You ready? Question number 1. Your phone number. Question number 2. Your full name. Question number 3. The address where you want the product delivered. Number 4. Question number 4. The email where I'm going to send you your instructions on how you pay for that order. And question number 5 is the amount you wish to order. My broker sells there's 4 brackets: a million, half a million, a quarter of a million, and the minimum you can buy is 100,000. Tell me what you want. We'll then send you your paperwork with the numbers and everything. And the paperwork has the broker's address, your group number, everything you need to fulfill that order. And when you get that, if you don't understand something, feel free to call me. I'll guide you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't think of anything. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me just I always look at notes. Oh, you know what a jackfruit is, family? You know what a jackfruit is? It's like about, I can see Toy VP's like, yeah, I don't know. It's about this big, about that big around, and spiny. Whoa, it's spiny. Well, it turns out that we went to the flea market here, and they cut a jackfruit right in half. This is what that looks like. Instead of taking you out to Aloha, I'm doing this. Pretty cool, isn't it? It tastes like
Bananas and
mango, bananas,
mango, bananas,
mango, papaya. Been in this for over 2 decades here. Here's my point of view, my opinion. We truly are in places we've never been before. Ooh, we are in a place we've never been before. Lefster, that's a good statement. I like that. Well done, buddy.
They want to know what part of that do you eat?
All that you saw on the inside, except the seeds. Just spit out the seeds. Hammy 14. I think that Frank talked about the 5-day window that we're right in now, August the 1st to August the 5th. I also think that Frank spoke of something that I-Team is looking for tomorrow on the 3rd. Got it today. Who's this? God's Healer. This is simply, in my opinion, but now that all the salaries have been paid, they have no choice but to finish this off. That's why they'll pay them when they have their government, so they can finish it off. That's good observation. Post number 10 today that's in final article thread. And he added that adjusting the exchange rate of the dinar is one of the tools available to the central bank. Is it? Well, I'm glad it is. Oh my goodness. Look, family, I almost bought this. This is golden bamboo. At the flea market where we were at right now, that is a gigantic, about 6 foot, golden bamboo. Holy cow. They sell it out of their back. At the stadium, you can have a lot. It's a pretty good sized lot. Only for $30. Man, if I lived here, I'd have those tents. I would be, the things I could sell.
Cookies.
I wouldn't sell my cookies. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No. I would sell other things. This is a young man that said, hey, Frank, I was in Hawaii. I went to the flea market where I just showed you there, and we was looking for you. You should have called me, man. I meet everybody that calls. Yeah, and look what I got. I got a Hawaiian shirt for $10. I got this shirt for $10. You were right, Frank. You were right. um, I'm not going to tell you who. Okay, I'm not going to tell you who, but I am going to read this because that bothers me tremendously, and I love you. And I had a few people call me about this, and I said, I know who you're talking about. Run as far away as you can from that person. The dinar was released, and they are paying out. The person who exchanged his currency on Tuesday got full access to it today. Someone who had a bank appointment today and got full access as well. They received. I like these someones. They received $5.96 up to $5.98. Well, which is it? Per which lie is it? Per dinar. Wow. One banker said that he has already scheduled 50 people. God, this guy. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. You're a plethora of lies. And you do this every day. Banks are making appointments tomorrow for the known customers with lots of currency. Like banks differentiate that way. Everyone else is supposed to start going on Monday. Bankers are choosing their own people for the first appointment this weekend. The ones chosen to date has at least 100 million dinars to exchange. This idiot says that you should also receive the 800 number this weekend so that we can start to exchange on Monday. He will have another call when he receives the 800 number. We should all be going to the banks on Monday. You know what? You should. Yeah, no, never mind. So, family, be careful. Be extremely careful. This is. I thank you for the individual that sent this to me. I don't know if I'm going to spend the time to talk about this. I like it, and somebody did some work on it. This is not my work. They said if you don't know how to do forex math, here it is. But what I liked is that they used Iraqi currency. This is very well done. I'm interested in maybe getting permission from the author of this work and teaching it. I think that my dear friend Pastor Kendall would love that. He loves forex. Can you imagine taking medicine from a man who needs a pardon for the medicine that he advised to give? Well, that would be this guy. Don't ever forget the face of Satan's helpers. Don't ever forget the face of Satan's demons. Because pleading the fifth after getting a pardon is like wearing a mask after being vaccinated. Oh, wait, never mind. I think I am done. God bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with me. Sweet aloha to you. I see that my staff is removing a lot of questions. And if my staff removed them, it's because they know that they should be removed. And so be it. I'm not going to go back and look at them. I'll leave it at that. I I pray that you've learned a lot of things here tonight, and I pray that you're happy. And I will be with you again tomorrow, family. God bless you all. Sweet aloha to everyone. Ah, and we'll just simply show you that that is Prince Hawaii Kai, Hawaii Prince. I'm sorry. That is the flag of the state of Hawaii. Almost looks like the British flag, huh? And of course the American flag. Personally, because this is a democratic state, they got it wrong. The American flag should be in the middle, and it should be higher than the other two flags. But what do I know? God bless you all. Sweet aloha. Thank you kindly for being with me. And I salute you. on the 3rd of August, 2026. Bye-bye. Oh, let me catch up with you. Get out of the view. Get out of the view. I'm coming. I'm coming. Side and side.